Okay, moving ahead, features of business cycle. So different business cycle differ in duration and intensity, but there are certain features which they commonly exhibit. Okay, there are certain features which they commonly exhibit. All the four phases of the business cycle commonly exhibit a certain commonly exhibit certain features. So the features are listed below. They are: first, bit A, business cycle occur periodically. Okay, although they do not exhibit the same regulatory. Okay, after, it will occur but not regularly, means the first phase can occur for 20 years, the second phase can occur for 10, the third phase can occur for 10 years. Okay, so they are not for the same duration, but they occur periodically. The first phase will occur, also occur, the third phase will also occur, but they will occur. The duration of this cycle vary, the intensity of fluctuation also vary. How long will they go, how deep they go, how up they will go, that also varies. Okay, business, second point, business cycle have distinct phases of expansion, peak, contraction and trough. Business cycle have distinct phases of expansion, peak, contraction and trough. This phases seldom display smoothness and regularity. The length of each phase is also not definite. Business cycle have distinct phases, four phases as you all know. These phases seldom display smoothness and regularly. If one phase will only continue till so long, so it is not a business cycle. It, the four phases have to occur, then only it is called as business cycle. That's why we are calling it for regularity. Okay, regularity. Bit C, business cycle generally originate in free market economics. Business cycle generally originate in free market economy. No monopoly, no duopoly, only in free market economy where there is buying and selling of goods. Every consumer is known about the prices of the goods. That is the free market economy. They are pervasive as well. Disturbances in one or more sector get easily transmitted to other sector. If IT sector is getting disturbed, so it will also disturb the motor vehicle sector, it will also disturb the retail sector, it will also disturb the good sector, it will also disturb the onion and potato market sector. Okay, phase 4, bit D, although all sectors are adversely affected by business cycle, some sectors such as capital goods industry, durable consumer good industry, etc., are proportionately affected. Moreover, compared to agriculture sector, the industrial sector is more prone to adverse effect of trade cycle. Okay, industrial sector where the consumer are getting goods which are which are from three or four things, means first natural goods, then it is converted to some other good, then it is converted to some other good, then consumer is getting directly. That is known as industrial sector. And agriculture sector is known as where it is produced and it is directly given to the consumer for consumption, is known as agriculture sector. So if industrial sector is hampered, so it will also hamper the agriculture sector. But if industrial sector is hampered by 50% or 89%, that agriculture sector will not be hampered by that much percentage. It will not give such impact on agriculture sector. The agricultural sector will always be a low impacted sector in the economy because it is a regular consuming goods. Regular, if it whatever the level of income people have, they need to consume the agriculture sector goods, that is rice and etc. Okay, bit E, business cycle are exceedingly complex phenomena. They do not have uniform characteristics and causes. They are caused by varying factors. Therefore it is difficult to make an accurate prediction of trade cycle before their occurrence. Bit F, repercussions of business cycle get simultaneously felt on nearly all economic variable, which is output, employment, investment, consumption, interest rate cycle and price level. Business cycle are contagious and are international in character. Okay, if it is happen in India, it also happen in China and everywhere. Okay, they begin in one country and mostly spread to other countries through trade relation. For example, the Great Depression in 1930 in the USA and Great Britain affected almost all the countries, especially the capitalist countries of the world. Business cycle have serious consequences on the well-being of the society. Okay, So it's going March 2020 and you have already known the coronavirus outcome. So it affected all the sector. It has come from China, it affected Italy, USA, and India also. The stock prices are fell down all time lowest 4,200. Like this stock market also fall. So this business cycle affect all over the world, not only in a particular place but all over the world. If recession phase comes to the particular area of the world, then it will also come to the globe, all over the world, not in the particular area. If expansion phase come to the particular area, it will also come all over the world, not only in the particular area. Okay, causes of business cycle. So what causes the business cycle? There are many factors which causes the business cycle, that is internal and external factor. So business cycle may occur due to external causes or internal causes or a combination of both. The 2001 recession was preceded by an absolute mania in dot-com and technology stock, given in the example page number 5.218. You have to read it by your own because no questions come from that area. Okay, and technology stocks. While the 2007 to 9 recession followed a period of unprecedented speculation in US housing market. Okay, internal causes. The internal causes or endogenous factors which may lead to boom or bust are fluctuation in effective demand. So what is effective demand? The demand which effective demand refers to the willingness and ability of consumer to purchase goods at different prices. I am offering you for 10, and if you want that good, that is known as your willingness, and if you can purchase that good, that is known as your ability. I am offering you this pencil for 2 rupees. If you want this pencil, that is known as your willingness, and if you can purchase this pencil for 2 rupees, that is known as your ability. So effective demand means your willingness and ability of the consumer, means yours, to purchase goods at different prices. If I am offering you for 5 also, you can purchase, and if you need it, then it is also known as effective demand. According to Keynes, fluctuation in economic activities are due to fluctuation in aggregate effective demand. In a free market economy where maximization of profit is the aim of business, a higher level of aggregate demand will induce businessmen to produce more. As a result, there will be more output, income, and employment. However, if aggregate demand outstrips however if aggregate demand outstrips if aggregate demand outstrip aggregate supply, it causes inflation. As against this, if the aggregate demand is low, there will be lesser output, income, and employment. Investors sell stocks and buy safe haven investment that traditionally do not lose value, such as bond, gold, and the US dollar. As company lay off workers, consumer lose their jobs and stop buying anything but necessity. That causes a downward spiral. The bust cycle eventually stops on its own when prices are so low that those investors that still have cash start buying again. However, this can take a long time and even lead to a depression. Okay, the difference between exports and import is the net foreign demand for goods and services. This is a component of aggregate demand in the economy, and therefore variations in the exports and imports can lead to business fluctuation as well. Thus, increase in aggregate effective demand causes conditions of expansion or boom, and decrease in aggregate effective demand causes condition of recession and depression. You will study about this concept in detail at intermediate level in economics for finance. Okay. Now, fluctuation in investment. According to some economic, fluctuation in investment are the prime cause of business cycle. Okay, if no one invest in stock, prices of a consumer will go down. If everyone will invest in stock market, then prices for the consumer goods or prices for the goods will tend to increase. Investment spending is considered to be the most volatile volatile component of the aggregate demand. Investment fluctuate quite often because of changes in the profit expectation of entrepreneurs. New invention may cause entrepreneurs to increase investment in projects which are cost effective or mm, more profit inducing, or investment may rise when the rate of interest is low in the economy. Increase in investment shift the aggregate demand to the right, leading to an economic expansion. Decrease in investment have the opposite effect. Variation in government spending. There are many points. Okay, skipping all these points, I am coming to the relevance of business cycle in business decision making. Okay, business cycle affects all aspects of an economy.